Yo, 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 what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin? The funny number today, 69. It's 69 days in a row of streaming every single day. And it's been an amazing journey thanks to all of you for turning up every single day, making it worth my while, making it all of our whiles, learning more about crypto, market sentiment, and Casper, of course, as well. You guys mean a lot to me as well, so thank you very much for joining once more. We've got some more massive Casper updates as always. I have started the stream a little bit earlier today because I do have to leave on the dot, if not slightly earlier than 5. Apologies for that, but either way, you'll still get an hour stream today. We've got some big updates, as you can see from the title. We've got a 10 block per second crescendo update from Michael Sutton himself, which is very, very cool to see. We'll go through that. It's very big, something I'm very excited about. And also, we have more updates regarding the fact that Casper did somehow, well, say somehow, it managed to correct further than this strong support level of 14 cents. I said yesterday, we had the rebounding off here, and yesterday it was rebounding off this as well. And I said, chance of it going below that is not that high, I don't think. I think we'll probably see it reverse. And, well, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I said do your own research, but I was evidently mistaken. Casper came down to 13.5 cents and bottomed out today, right now, at 13.1 cents. Now, people are panicking. Panicking a lot. I've heard it throughout my community. I've heard it throughout the channels all over. People are panicking so much. And I'm just here thinking, why? I understand. I'm not trying to say I'm not empathetic to the situation. I understand why people be panicking. Casper in November was valued at 15 cents, 15.4. And now it came down to 13.1. It's been almost a year. And we've seen little to no price movement for Casper. I get that. But as you've been looking at what Casper's building, Marathon, KII, 10Bps, KRC20, meme tokens, etc., etc. I'm going to explain all that in this video. I don't understand why people are panicking. And this is why I said in the title as well, don't make this mistake, Casper holders. I've got a video hopefully coming out later today, kind of going to it a little bit more as always. So you can check that out later today on my channel, of course. And it's the same sort of thing. A lot of people have evidently been making the same mistake. I believe it's a mistake. I know I might be biased because I'm a Casper holder, but Casper, for what it is truly groundbreaking technology, and it's undervalued. If you look at the power law calculator, I put this again in my free Discord server. Those who want to know more about crypto and more about crypto sentiments, crypto projects, but in particular Casper, then check out the description or in the chat or on my homepage to join the Discord server for free. We put this information in there as well. The Casper Power Law calculator showcases that right now, the current price of Casper, it is 58.8% undervalued. Imagine going to Target or Walmart, wherever you shop in America, or TK Maxx for imagine going to one of those stores and you go and find a jumper and you see it says 50%, 58% off, and it's a nice jumper. It's a very cool jumper. It's a designer jumper. Kas Kaspa is that, in my opinion. It's a designer. It's truly groundbreaking. And you go in and find a Dior jumper or Balenciaga shoes that are 50% off, 58% off. Why would you ignore that? This is incredible. The fact of the matter being as well, if you look at the Casper rainbow chart, the power law, I will reiterate, I don't think the power law is the be all and end all of indicators. I think it's one crucial indicator for a proof of work, but it's not like this is the only one you need to look at. You need to look at everything, right? But the power law, as you can see, clearly indicates that Casper is literally touching the bottom band right now. It's touching the bottom band. So, and based on the power law, it means therefore you can expect, once Casper hits this band, which it has done, you're going to start seeing a price price reversal to the upside very, very soon, meaning that we could potentially be on track by, the next few months to, next few weeks, next few months, see Casper start reaching the prices of, 70 cents, maybe even up to $1. We'll have to wait and see where the developments come, but this is, again, another major indicator to me to show that right now, technically Casper's dead. But it's in between Casper's dead and buy. And if you look at the developments of happening of Casper right now, you'll know that Casper is definitely not dead. One of them is the Rusty Casper Crescendo update, which is very, very big. One of the major catalysts coming to Casper. We got it here from Michael Sutton, the RK Crescendo update. We can see the attached image I'm going to show you in just a moment, which is in relation to a blog post timeline working hard right now on this top-notch performance version so that no specific requirements and configuration for 10 BPS can be finalized. A lot is also happening in other coding design areas, including but not limited to the KIP6 implementation by the new Rusty Kaspa contributor. This one, ZK Opcodes L1 design, this is smart contracts. This is leading towards smart contracts. This is one, I'm going to get into this again, very, very big news. The fact that you're in Kaspa right now at 13, 14 cents, it hasn't got tier ones, no smart contracts yet. Very, very early. This is going to be massive. They're working on it right now. You've got DK incremental algorithm designs and implementations, the KIP9 research and finalization, and KIP10 formal proposal. There's a lot coming, and we are one step closer now to seeing 10Bps on the mainnet. Still going to probably happen in Q1 of 2025, but I'm not worried. I think Michael Cern and Kaspa and Jonathan Tobilinsky take all the time they need. I don't care. I'm happy they're doing that even. I want Kaspa to stay cheap because I know what they're building and I'm very optimistic about it. I'm very bullish about it, and it gives me more time to buy cheap Kaspa when it's only at 13.8 cents. Like it is unbelievable in my opinion, and that's why I'm so bullish on Kaspa. There's so much more regarding news that I have today for why Kaspa is going to hopefully see a reversal in price very, very soon and start maybe making this push towards an all-time high. I'm not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow. So marathon, not a sprint. If you're into Kaspa to try and make quick gains, you're in the wrong place. Kaspa's not a quick gain project. Kaspa was fortunate enough to have this incredibly volatile run from its launch, up 74,000% from its launch. It's been going up and up and up. Even then, look, this was very, very, stagnant for the most part. Didn't do too terribly much. It started going parabolic here. This is when everyone got into Kaspa here mostly, when it jumped from 5 to 15 cents. And then people got frustrated because it's done nothing for this time period here. But if you're holding Kaspa long term, which I think most people should be doing anyway, should be looking at it, not this cycle, I'm talking about 2-3 cycles in the future, then you shouldn't be worried about the current price action. You should be happy it goes down because you can buy more because you see what's happening in the future, where it's going to go from here. Good morning, next level cash. Might be time to start DVM and double my bag. It might be a good time, honestly, my mate, my friend. I think it is. I think it's probably a good time. I mentioned it in my chat earlier. I didn't think I'd get the opportunity to buy DCA into Kaspa 2 days back to back. I bought at the bottom at 14.1 or 14.3 down here, and it's come back down to 13. I'm like, wow, golden opportunity. Good afternoon, Jay Honey. Afternoon, all from a wet UK. Yeah, UK weather, man, is so bipolar. Because it was pissing it down earlier, it was raining, and now it's sunny. Looking out my window now, it's sunny. I hate this country. What about that 13 cents this morning? Yeah, I know. Crazy news. People are definitely going to be flooding Kaspa, and I welcome it. I'm not going to entertain the FUD in this stream because I've had a few comments from people who watch my stuff, who I get, who are telling me to stop, hand holding people who are just FUDing Kaspa, and I agree with you now. I've been the educator. I've been trying to tell you time and time again what I believe, but you've got to come into every single stream of mine and continue to see the same thing and FUDing Kaspa. I'm just going to ignore it now because I can try and educate you, but you're not going to listen. So, but right now it's definitely a fire sale. A definite fire sale right now for Kaspa. I couldn't agree. Like going to COD Zombies and you get the fire sale for the random mystery box. Instead of paying 950 or 900 for the mystery box, you're now only paying 50. It's dirt cheap. Absolutely dirt cheap. Buying at 10 cents. If it goes 10 cents, then, I'll sell my house. I won't sell my house, but I'll go all in if it goes to 10 cents. There's no way I won't. But I'd be surprised to see it go 10 cents. I think that's... Again, not a financial advisor, could very well be wrong, and I'd be happy to be wrong actually, but I think 10 cents is quite excessive. Again, when you take into account the power law, 10 cents Kaspa being, down here, there's always a chance it could, as you saw earlier at the beginning, it did kind of come out of the power law. It did correct below it before then public above it. It won't strictly abide to staying in between it, little blips above, little blips below. We might see a blip below a little bit, but I think 10 cents would be quite excessive. Again, if it happens, fantastic. Just in time for all the other developments coming out of Kaspa and for, US election and October, everything else perfectly timed for Kaspa to, see a massive reversal and a sharp rise in price, in my opinion. Do you know if KRC20 token volumes are considered in the CAS total volume? I do not know that for sure, but I did hear people talking about it in my community, in my server, saying that it's a possibility, especially with the, in particular in regards to the wallets. Do I have it here? Yeah. The wallets, that my address is here holding cash, but I think that is in regard to the KRC20 tokens as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong in that regard though, maybe, so don't quote me on that. That's what I heard. But ultimately right now, even though Kaspa's correcting in price, the correction in price is coming from the fact that we're seeing, since, I think Cody put this in, let me quote Cody, because Cody actually did the research. Shout out to Cody one of the ledger lords, if you will, one of my mods in my server. He said that to summarize it, since September 15th, so around here, September 15th, when the price started to decline from 18 cents, we have lost 7 wallets that have over 10 million Kaspa, 130 wallets have 1 million Kaspa, and 1,000 wallets almost at 100,000 Kaspa. Point being is the larger bag holders of Kaspa, the ones who have the most Kaspa, 10 million, 1 million, and 100,000 Kaspa, they're the ones that are selling off right now. Hence why you're seeing the price, correct, because they're the ones that have the most liquidity. But at the same time, the addresses of Kaspa is growing more and more. So what we're seeing are the smaller wallets from the crabs, octopus, fish, and maybe even dolphins. You're seeing these slowly but steadily grow more and more. Again, if you look at the month, it's been a month, pretty much a month, and then you see crabs are going to 7,000, octopus 2, fish is 1.6, dolphins up. But for the most part, you've seen most of the wallets leaving are coming from sharks, and in the last 7 days, they've been from dolphins as well. But that's where we're seeing that's probably seeing Kaspa price going down, because the ones who are holding most of the liquidity are ones selling to try and make their profit whilst Kaspa's going down a bit. But the decentralized nature of Kaspa is actually still growing in that regard. More people are holding Kaspa, which is very, very bullish to see for a proof of work fair launch project, in my opinion. Once again, man, welcome back to the stream. Actually, nothing changed in Kaspa fundamentals, yet people are panicking. Couldn't have said it better myself. Precisely what I've been trying to say. Nothing has changed for Kaspa right now. The price is coming down, but in terms of developments and what's happening with Kaspa, nothing's changed. Anything, stuff's sped up, accelerating. Nothing's actually changed. In that regard, people ask this question here. I'm going to read this off. I think it's quite worthwhile. So, is it true that Kaspa won't succeed because they have well-known founders? Of course, because Bitcoin maxis, Satoshi Nakamoto, no one knows who he truly is. So people are like, oh, that's why Bitcoin's done so well, because no one knows the true figure behind it. And that's what Bitcoin maxis will use an argument against Kaspa as well. Because, Satoshi Nakamoto might be talking about his political beliefs, but you don't know it's him because no one knows who he is. As a type of like Shai, for example. But just like Coin Collusion says here, and I agree, I don't think it's a problem at all. I don't at all. Because Kaspa does not care about feelings. Kaspa is a permissionless and decentralized network. It doesn't matter who the ones that run it. They haven't got, they're not pre-funded. They've not got ICOs. They launched it fair launch. So the developers are just people who are working on the project. They're not like, they can't shut the project down in that regard they can't do it because it's decentralized for everyone. And it's not like Bitcoin don't have unknown founders. They have the fact of Marty Malmi, who's one of the first 2 devs to work on Bitcoin. So there's people who do know who he is, and his opinions don't have any effect on the price of Bitcoin. So that doesn't matter about whether you know who the developers are for Kaspa or not, the founders or not. It doesn't matter at all. Like, you're going to have people who are flooding Kaspa here and there, other projects here and there, but from what Kaspa is, it doesn't matter. Kaspa is a project that's building a lot. This update from 10Bps Rusty Crescendo is very, very big. Kaspa is undervalued, as the power law says it's undervalued, the power law calculator says it's undervalued, massively discounted, and the wallets are still growing more and more in adoption. The Chaos FinTech is going to be doing very, very well as well. And here's what I'm mentioning. One thing the KI put out in replying to what Dr. Martin Heisberg said in July, it took me a while to understand how different smart contracts on Kaspa will be. This is not at all like ERC or BRC, but it will take a while, but it's very, very exciting. Very exciting. Once people understand how Kaspa smart contracts work, then Kaspa is the end game. Now, I'll be honest, I don't understand how smart contracts work. I've looked into it, and I understand a fair amount of it, and I have this post from Chris Kang, of course, I mentioned in the past, which kind of explains to an extent how this works. In regard to ZK opcodes, again, as Uncle confirms, they're working on ZK opcodes right now. The L1 design. So again, we're getting that one step closer to smart contracts as well. It's going to be game-changing for Kaspa. ZK opcodes are very, very important because ultimately right now, they change the game. Ethereum's L2 solutions rely on their respective sequences to collect and order transactions. Point being though, they are submitted to Ethereum's L1 smart contract for quick verifications, but the sequencer is usually centralized. It's not decentralized. It's centralized, which is a problem. And it basically means that these L2 solutions that the likes of Ethereum and other protocols are using, they achieve the scalability necessary to be able to handle the volume, but they're doing so by compromising some security, by compromising decentralization, becoming centralized, which is, not ideal at all. But Kaspa, after its 10Bps Crescendo upgrade next year, which we can see again, it's happening right now, they're working on it right now. After this, it will eliminate the need for scalability. It will effectively demolish the likes of Ethereum, because it will be able to handle the transactions, the speed, the volume that Ethereum will be able to handle, if not better than that, while not compromising their security or decentralization. These are going to be a very big deal for Kaspa. Kaspa will have sufficient speed for processing transactions. Any L2 using ZK, which is zero knowledge VM virtual machine, could potentially use Kaspa as a decentralized sequencer. Like, this is a huge news. And the reason for why Kaspa is going to take over is fairly simple. Bitcoin is too slow. It lacks ZK, zero knowledge opcodes. While Ethereum's L1 smart contracts can verify ZK proofs, they are limited by TPS, transaction per second, and can't handle sorting through L1s, not to mention they're also centralized. Kaspa emergence makes everything possible. The existing L2 solutions also that exist from other protocols, they may not want to give up the centralized sequences purely because these sequences for them that seem to already work, they're comfortable with how they work, they don't want to evolve. They already right now generate income ranging from hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars a month. A month. They're making stupid money every single month, every single day, every single year, with the protocols and stuff they have which are not optimized. They have security issues, they have decentralization issues, some of them have scalability issues. But Kaspa solves them all as a trilemma solver. Kaspa's ability to verify ZK proofs will become the infrastructure for the entire blockchain. Well, this comes from Chris Kang, the co-founder of Kasplex, the KRC20 team. This is someone who knows what you're talking about, someone who's in the space, someone who's institutionally important in my eyes. And this is one, just, I guess, even though this is quite an in-depth explanation of it, I'm going to, again, this is also in my free Discord server, you can check it out for yourself to read it for yourself, but his in-depth explanation is still, I don't feel like I even now have wrapped my mind around how big this actually is, how smart contracts are going to be, how big smart contracts are going to be for Kaspa. How big, like I've been saying, I said this in the past, in 2-3 months ago now, when I was talking about Rusty Kaspa, when it was first, the soft launch was first coming out, that Rusty Kaspa, RK Kaspa, is effectively the gateway to open up everything for Kaspa what it's trying to build. Dagnite, smart contracts, 10Bps, more adoption. That's what Rusty Kaspa is, and this is proof here of what they're trying to build alongside it. This is ZK opcodes, L1 designs, this is smart contracts. So it's very, very big news. So ultimately, when you see Kaspa right now at 13.86 cents, and you see, you look at other indicators that are quite important, not the do or die, but quite important. You look at the power law, you look at the calculator. You're like, okay, so Kaspa is evidently undervalued. What's the problem with it? People are panicking and selling. That's the problem with it. People are panicking and selling, but for the most part, Kaspa, as the fundamentals, as Muscle Mike says, there's nothing changed in it. If anything, they've accelerated and got better. So there's nothing wrong with Kaspa right now. If you want to sell Kaspa because you don't believe in it, fine. Go for it. I don't care. I'll buy your dip. You sell your bag, I'll buy it. Happily. Because I believe that Kaspa's going to go, maybe not, if this cycle I believe it'll do well. If not, next cycle it'll do amazing. Cycle after that, it'll be top 3. If not top. Like, Kaspa is so early in its development. What they're building is revolutionary. The likes of Fred Thiel from Marathon Digital Holdings has said so. Dr. Martin Heisberg from Uphold has said so. Many other people have stated how game-changing Kaspa technology is already, and we're still very, very early. Did you also see the Olive Chain video on KRI explaining? I did not see that, no, Dilip. I think, was it you? Someone put it in my community. It was Muscle Mike that put it in, I think, actually. He put it in, put in an Olive Chain KRI video earlier today, about an hour ago. I didn't have the time to look through it because I was doing my research for the stream today, but I did have to look at it afterwards. But yeah, I did see a video, I think I thought I retweeted this one, where Roy O'Neill basically spoke about, it was Roy O'Neill talking about what the KRI is effectively for Kaspa, and he basically was speaking about the fact that, no, it wasn't that one, about the fact that they're going to help them, getting smart contracts, implemented quicker, and getting the right smart contracts onto Kaspa, which is very, very big. Smart contracts are going to be, again, the end game for Kaspa. Well, Kaspa right now is in a position it's in, which is, still, for all intents and purposes, it's still top 20, top 30. Top 30 with no L1s, with no smart contracts, both of which are on the way. No tier 1, sorry. No tier 1s, no smart contracts, and both of which are on the way. Ridiculous. That's insane. No other project in existence could be able to do this. And I say that with full confidence that's true. But yeah, it's why I'm bullish. Despite Kaspa corrects, I get more bullish. I'm not worried about the short-term price action for Kaspa. I talk about it because that's what people want to talk about, but I don't panic about it at all. It was this video here where Roy O'Neill was talking about it around. It was quite early on. He talked about how they're going to accelerate smart contract with Casper, which is very, very cool. And yeah, as Bingo Bango puts, it's just another fantastic buying opportunity. I couldn't agree more. 10 cents and I'm liquidating everything to buy more Casper. Yeah, if it goes to 10 cents, I'm buying even more, much more. Good afternoon, Casper Frog. Hope it's all well. I bought another bag Casper last night and it dropped. Next time I buy a bag, I'll let everyone know for a flash sale. Yeah, next time you buy a bag, let me know, and I know it's going to go down. What do you think the bottom will be? I know you can't tell exact, but just your precaution in your opinion, prediction in my opinion. Okay, I mean, good question. And yeah, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I could be wrong. More than likely could be wrong. I've fully disclosed that. I'm from what I believe that it was not going to go below 14 cents. It has done. Based on the indicators that I've seen, the power law, the calculator, the developments coming with RK, Rusty Casper, and everything else that I'm going to showcase in this video very, very soon. The DEX being one of them as well. I think the bottom for Casper will probably be here. If it comes down any further, it'll probably be in this region here, this green zone here. If it comes down lower, fair enough. I'm not going to be upset by it. I'll be happy by it if anything. Buy more. But yeah, I'm not too worried either way. Whether Casper does, this is where I think the bottom would be, but we'll have to wait and see at the end of the day. We'll have to wait and see. I'm obviously good to try and buy Casper anytime I think a good opportunity. So I think a dip's coming in. So right now, even though it's come up a little bit, that's now still a good time. 13.87 cents is still a good time, I think, to buy Casper. Obviously I bought some earlier, so I don't need to buy some again. But if it happens to come down again, then fantastic, I'll buy more. Yeah, I'm just ignoring Casper Frog. I'm just, people who are fighting Casper right now, in response to people who have been commenting on my streams, such as saying ignore the people. Now I'm going to, because I've said it every stream now. I've said every stream what I believe about Casper. They're going to come in and fight it every single time. That's fine, but they're fighting it without any facts behind it. So it's not worth me talking about it anymore. I can't keep hand holding these people. Like, I want to educate people, of course, but I can't hand hold them. I'm not going to believe it every time. Their own decision at the end of the day. They probably just commentate and leave the stream, so just let me talk about it. They don't even listen. Casper doesn't hit $1 this cycle. I quit crypto. I mean, yeah, if that didn't happen, that would. I mean, the fact of the matter being that people are getting into meme tokens and getting so much money, that would be crazy. But I think Casper will hit $1. I mean, again, if you want power law alone, again, not the do or die indicator, just power law alone, Casper should hit at the very lower end. It says 42 cents here, but it should be hitting around $2. $2 like fair price for it. So I'm sure. I mean, I'm still confident Casper will hit above $2. I'm still aiming for 4 or 5 this cycle. Clinky rising with the tide. Well, let's look at Clinky, shall we? Because I'm not too. Again, all the new meme tokens I'm not too well versed. I know the OG ones, Nacho, Casper, Goad. Let's look at Clinky real quick. Unless Clinky's not, but I think it is. Yeah, Clinky. So 0 payment fully minted out. Volume's invisible right now. I mean, yeah, it's just like a new meme token. My opinion on these new meme tokens stay the same. I mean, it's tough to say. I think the ones that come later on is going to do. It's harder for them to actually do anything significant. I'm not saying they'll do badly, but it's hard for them to do anything significant because they come late. And the ones right now, adoption for KLC 20 tokens is already quite lackluster because of these sheer the fact that there's not enough adoption come to Casper. Like Nacho earlier dipped below 40 mil, it's now at 43 mil, and the volume's now up again, but it dipped below earlier. And the reason why actually Nacho is up is because of this. Big news, Nacho. Pionex, of course, is the exchange that is going to be listing. So we got Pionex, of course, that's going to be listing Nacho, and they've put out Nacho themselves said that if you're already on Pionex, here's your chance to show the power of the Nacho community. You've got to complete either depositing $50 in USDT Bitcoin on Casper onto Pionex, or you buy $100 worth of Casper on Pionex before the 20th of October, and then you submit your Pionex UID on this form, and just show your belief in that very much. And the good news about that, for those who have been following my channel for a while, that I have, I'm currently working alongside Pionex. So if you were to go onto like a video like this one, for example, and go into the description or in the pinned comments, you can if you're not on Pionex already, you can sign up to Pionex through the referral link there. And there's also some exclusive events going on right now that lets you also benefit from it. So Yeah, it's quite cool and all. So Kaspa, obviously, so Pionex seemingly working very, very close with Kaspa. They're a trusted US exchange. They're regulated. 47, they're regulated in 47 states, I think. They've got cheap trading fees, so that's quite cool. It's quite cool and all. So I mean, yeah, Nacho's seemingly going to be doing quite well. Pionex, that's another way to get hold of, this meme token, one of the best ones on Kaspa right now. And also, you got, this is another big thing coming for Kaspa. Why I believe that the price being low is not a problem. Is you got XCHNG, is now being deployed on Kaspa through Change Finance. And Change Finance now put out a post saying the KRC20 liquidation additional/removal beta interface is now open for testing, limited to Casplex and a number of KRC20 projects. We can see the likes of Nacho's there, alongside Casper Ghost, Caspi, Notcher, Rusty, Goad, and Fund. Obviously, CUSD, so Fund. So, in that regard, I'd like to believe that these are the ones that are probably the most trusted. I mean, I definitely agree with Nacho, Casper, Caspi. I agree with Notcher. Not too well versed on Rusty. I agree with Goad. Not too well versed on Fund. But these are the ones that are obviously on change already, so they're the ones that seemingly are working quite close with Casper. I know that, the top ones that I always speak about, Nacho, Casper, Caspi, and Goad, are the ones that I know are working close with Casper. So that means, again, for those who've been following my channel for a while, you know that Nacho and Nacho have 3 listings in the works already. One of them is one that is like Binance, but it's not Binance, but it's very, very big. That has it's like Binance, but it's not Binance, but it's global and has a US branch. That's Pionex. A free one is going to be Change Finance, and there's one that's going to be a small fee listing, which we don't know who that is just yet. We'll hear about it very, very soon, I'm sure. But Change Finance is going to be very, very cool. And if this all goes smoothly, which cross our fingers, let's hope it does, the public KRC20 token waiting list and first batch of afferent liquidity pools will be live early next week. So we might actually start seeing some significant adoption. And, the DEX coming to Casper next week, if not the week after that. And that will hopefully cause, some form of, volatility to come back to Casper again. Some more price movement, some, price up. Right now, Casper actually is pumping right now, 2%. Now, I think we're going to probably see it rebound off 14 cents maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But I think we're in a very, very unique position for Casper right now. All the developments still seem to be, aiming towards Casper going to have a good run in this cycle. And this is another, I'll play the video here. For those who don't remember it, but this is a stuff regarding Marathon. Again, people who are bearish on Casper, you've got Marathon here. Marathon, the oldest and biggest Bitcoin mining company, who from last year only ever mined Bitcoin, and now they've expanded to mine Casper. Of course, Fed Theo's kind of done a little bit of damage control and explained they can mine Casper to then buy it into Bitcoin sort of thing. But fact of the matter being, you have an interview from Forbes where Fed Theo confirmed they've been continuing to mine Casper, and they've actually grown their capacity a handful of times since they first announced it, and now they're adopting a hold on for dear life strategy with Casper. Got a very strong price. Like they're bullish on Casper. When you think about Marathon as well, these are their partnerships. BlackRock, their shareholders, the major shareholders: BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, Jane Street, Charles Schwab, Morgan Stanley, and many, many other massive institutions. And when Marathon are making decisions on what they're going to do, they do it with their shareholders in mind. So therefore, BlackRock does know about Casper. At least you can make that loose connection to that, because Marathon are going to want to do what makes BlackRock the most money. So they're going to then mine Casper because Bitcoin miners are not profitable right now. So we have Marathon getting involved in Casper, the hash rate going higher and higher as a result of that. I'm going to try and get the website up for it. Hash rate's going up and up because of that. I mean, we've seen this peak here on the daily. Obviously, it's peaked at 1.22, so it's not done anything crazy. But it obviously came down here to 1 again, and it's come back up straight away. So, again, hash rate still sticking strong, still sticking high, sticking strong. And Marathon's going to do a very, very big part of that. Right now, I'll play the video for those who don't remember the video, want to hear what Festival said in just a moment. But Casper right now is under a 4 billion market cap, and it's the world's most scalable proof of work crypto, akin to Bitcoin, but it is better. Marathon are also holding it as well. Like, you can look at this list here. Market cap's much smaller than Bitcoin, of course. Into the hash rate, it's number 2, right behind Bitcoin already, when it's only been around for 3 years. It's surpassed Litecoin. It's the second best proof of work. It's got a fixed supply. Circular supply is still much lower than Bitcoin's right now, but it's going to grow more and more, probably grow faster as well. It's got everything Bitcoin does have, except it's better. It's just faster. And look, bound on network latency, yes, right now for Casper, but when Dagonite implemented, it won't be. So it shows you again the evolution that Casper is going through. It will make Casper more superior when the development comes out. But right now, it's just too early for to see the price actually move yet. And that's what you want to do as an investor. This is what baffles me. What you want to do as an investor is you want to get in before the pump. People who are right now jumping ship from Kaspa to projects that are currently doing really, really well and be pumping crazy, like Sui, for example. I mean, Sui's been doing fantastic. No disrespect to Sui. I mean, I hold Sui. I like Sui. I think Sui will do very, very well. But some people got onto Sui like here. I got in around here. I got in quite recently. I got in at this. I saw it correct down here, and I got into it here. So I've actually got this little pump up here. But people be getting it near the top here, and they'll be selling their Kaspa for it. You can get. I mean, I get into Sui fine, but I get into Sui because I have extra capital to do so. I'm not selling my capital to get into Sui. Because Sui is pumping right now, so there might be a reversal incoming soon. Who knows? But Sui's right now on a run up. You don't want to get into a project when they're hot. At least 9 times out of 10 you don't, because you want to see it, cool down a little bit so you can actually make the most of it. Kaspa right now has been cooling down for a year. You've had a year to accumulate more Kaspa. You had this massive, massive bullish run in the bull market. It has this volatile movement, but it's been doing nothing for almost a year, as you can argue. This is a great time to accumulate. When Kaspa starts pumping, it goes to 50 cents and $1. People are going to start coming back to Kaspa again. I'm like, well, you made a mistake. I think you made a mistake. I truly do, because you should have got in when it was not doing anything. That's the time to get into a project. When people are funding the project, that's the time to get into it. Institutions really waiting for on the election in less than 4 weeks away. They're being patient as we should. Couldn't agree more, Michael. Couldn't agree more. Like institutions right now, they're not doing much. I mean, and this SEC is still trying to stifle innovation right now. Crypto.com has now received a wealth notice from the SEC. I don't understand that. I mean, truth be told, I'm starting to wish more and more for Trump to win. Again, I've always kept quite a detached opinion on the political side of things with Trump and Kamala Harris, who I want to win, but purely because I just don't like the SEC, and it's purely based on that. And I know Donald Trump will get rid of Gary Gensler on day one. Kamala Harris probably won't. If she will even at all, I don't know. Because there's been stuff about her. There's posts about her saying she's going to get rid of Gary Gensler. There's post about her saying she's going to make him the U.S. Treasury Secretary. I'm like, why are you doing that? That's so much worse. If Donald Trump gets in power, we'll see Gary Gensler go, and we'll see the SEC reform, I'm sure. So that's the only reason. That's pretty much one of the main reasons why I want Trump to win right now, which is probably a thing I don't want to talk about too much because, again, politics. But this just vexes me. While the SEC is targeting every single institutions, Robinhood, Kraken, Coinbase, Crypto.com now. We're putting XRP, of course, as well. And they've been caught out time and time again for lying and being arbitrary and capricious. In the Debtbot case, in the Ripple case, in the Govel case. The courts don't agree with the SEC, yet they're still going with this regulation by enforcement action. I don't understand why they can't just take a hint. It really vexes me, I'll be honest. It really does piss me off. And they're the ones that's holding America back. That's the reason why crypto's not taking off as well, because the SEC are doing whatever they can to just... They're basically just constantly putting band-aids on a damn wall that constantly keeps leaking. It's about to explode. They keep putting band-aids back on it again and again and again. I don't know why. Let's leave it. Let it explode. Let crypto just take off, please. Let Kaspa take off. Kaspa is still very early. I don't know if it will have the most volatile run, giving the regulatory clarity. People will start coming back to crypto, definitely, but we need to see tier 1 still. We need to see the other developments, the smart contracts as well. We're early for it, which means that if you're getting into Kaspa now and you're holding it for 2 or 3 bull runs, fine. Like if people who are not getting to it now, because you're like, oh, it's not going to do anything until the next bull run. Why? Because you're going to wait for it to go into the bear cycle where it's going to be at $1. Or you can get in now and hold it for 10 years, forget about it if you want to, when it's at 13 cents. That's the smart thing to do, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think that's the smart thing to do. You can buy a portion of Olive Tree, something like buying the shares, and you can vote and all. Well, that's quite cool. I mean, yeah, it's another initiative for the KRI. I think the KRI are going to be very, very big for Kaspa, truth be told. I think now the development is ramping up. It might be time wonderfully for us in 2025. Probably, yeah. We're seeing the developments accelerate more and more, and as Michael Sutton showcased, the developments happening with Frosty Kaspa right now is going to speed up and accelerate. When they come out, we can see a massive explosion in adoption. Because this is a hard fork, they can be risky. They're taking their time to make sure it's done well, which is good. But it can be risky. So therefore, we could see when RK is done, tier 1s flooding Kaspa quickly, because now there's no problem with the hard fork anymore. We can see smart contracts announcing to be implemented quite soon, following by Dagnite as well. We could see further developments coming out, more adoption of the KRC20. We can see much more stuff. The KRI probably have more projects involved. When they're smart contract, the KRI could also get more and more involved as well. Because right now these projects, there's only so much they can do without smart contracts. You need smart contracts. So we're getting all the foundation right now. Everything's being laid out, ready for when capital development's at that stage to start then taking off. And when it happens, everything's going to happen at once. And you're going to see Kaspa have a very, very sharp price, in my opinion. Guy will be fired. I think, I cannot wait for him to be fired. I think he needs to go. He needs to go, man. I don't understand what he's doing. He's a moron. Yeah, and of course, if you like these videos, been doing these every single day. Funny number, 69 days in a row now. We're all immature here. Then by all means, please leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more, helping out more than you know. And if you want to know about more crypto, marketing, and of course, join my free Discord channel. Discord server on my home screen. It's in the chat already, and also in the description. So that's my fault. I mean, yeah. Okay, so it's Kaspa Fogg's fault for buying it, and it's your fault for putting in a buy order at 12 cents. So you two are messing it all up. Stop it. I mean, I don't care. Make it go lower, please. Kaspa is like seawater. The more you drink, the thirstier you become. Yeah. Don't know why you drink a seawater, but yeah. I still remember selling, not going to say that name, Eyes, last year in September, right before it did a 20x. I'm not selling anything this year till Jan, March. I mean, yeah, it comes just a whole strategy. Having convictions is a very hard thing to do in the crypto space. Having a whole strategy. If it's a project that has good fundamentals and good, potential, hold on to it. You don't want to just panic and get into a project that's already pumping, because the gains are going to be limited, if not negligible. You know what I mean? Language is not coming out today. But yeah, we're in a good position right now. I truthfully believe that. Everyone keeps selling Kaspa and need more. Yeah, please keep selling more Kaspa. I'll get more and more Kaspa at lower prices. Kaspa is the best crypto for meme, real world cases, use cases. Yeah, I think Kaspa is going to be Kaspa again. Right now we're just early. That's all it is. I mean, Kaspa right now is going to probably start correcting soon again, because Bitcoin's also down. People flooding Kaspa. Bitcoin's down. Everything's down. Like, it's not that uncommon. Like, if Bitcoin comes down further, great. More cheap Kaspa. We're going to start seeing a reversal. October, I still think October's still here. I do. But it's not going to be probably till the end of October leading up to the elections. Maybe in the last half of it. So next week we'll start seeing some good momentum. There's a lot of stuff coming for Kaspa again in the next few weeks. Again, Pi next off. The natural things that are happening next week. Well, it happens the 20th. The 20th right now is 12 days from now. So that is Friday. Next Friday is when this runs out. It starts today. You're going to have, more stuff coming for Kaspa. This is a good update as well. You're seeing this DEX, Kaspa DEX, KRC20 DEX should be coming out early next week, potentially therefore fully launched, at some point next week, which is very, very good to see. I'm going to hold my breath on early next week, because this was meant to be, they might have gone live on Friday. We didn't hear about it straight away, but it's meant to go live on the Friday. So Friday just gone, and we didn't hear anything until like yesterday or the day before. So I'm going to say it's going to happen probably next week, if not early the following week. Either way, we're going to start seeing some very, very big stuff on Kaspa very, very soon. The deck's going to be very big. More adoption for KRC20 meme tokens, more, foundation for Kaspa as well. And again, I'm going to play the video out right now, why Marathon's bullish on Kaspa, and equally why you should be bullish on Kaspa as well. So just take a quick listen to this.
Yeah, people ask us, well, why are you mining Kaspa? What the hell is that? You're a Bitcoin miner. Well, 1 kilowatt of energy for me generates 8 cents of Bitcoin value.
Okay.
1 kilowatt of Kaspa generates $1. I can use that dollar to buy Bitcoin.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kaspa is
it's a proof of work coin.
Got
That's
it.
one of the up and coming coins.
Got it.
Very interesting technology, but we're constantly looking at ways, what can we do to generate revenues that we can turn into Bitcoin?
Got it.
Because anything we can do to buy Bitcoin at a discount is good for our shareholders.
Sure. And then are you just then mining the Kaspa and then directly liquidating it to Bitcoin, or
so we'll hold a portion of it.
Yeah.
And then, as we become a bigger and bigger part of the Kaspa ecosystem, We can't hold too much because then, it's almost like we're the 51%. You don't want to be that person in the marketplace. So we'll liquidate. But Kaspa's had a great run. It's gone from under a penny to over 18 cents.
Got it.
And so,
I mean, yes, whilst Fred Thiel there is ultimately still standing strong in his whole Bitcoin status of whole, like, yeah, we can mine capital to put it into Bitcoin sort of thing. I personally believe that this is just his way of saying, yeah, he's trying to, damage control the Bitcoin maxis. Are going to get very, very frustrated and upset by the fact that, the Bitcoin mining companies have become a Kaspa Bitcoin mining company. But the point being is, this is what he said about Kaspa, talk about he can get it into Bitcoin, but he's still saying he's bullish on Kaspa. In a sense, he's saying the technology is interesting, and we've seen how well it's appreciated in price over time. So they've recognised that Kaspa's done very, very well, hence why they're now... If they didn't believe in Kaspa at all, even as a way to just make money for the time being, they wouldn't diversify into it at all, but they have. They're diversified into Kaspa, they're holding Kaspa, and they're increasing the capacity of it time and time again. Yes, they might end up sending that off to buy a bit more Bitcoin, as they stated they would do, they might do, but for the most part, they're still holding Kaspa, and they even stated, Fred Thiel in Forbes' interview, they've adopted a hold on for dear life strategy around some of the Kaspa. So they're not going to sell, some of the Kaspa, they might sell to buy Bitcoin, but otherwise, for the most part, they're holding a portion of that Kaspa indefinitely. There's another. Does it say it here? It was another part. It was another part of the interview. Another part of the let me see if I can find it. It was a different part of the. It was like, well, lucky me here, right here. So look, he says, and so Kaspa mining will likely not be profitable long term, sort of thing. But as long as we can mine it profitably and there's a good liquid market for it, then we view it as a great source of revenues. So ultimately, I mean, it's a bit hard to see that. I'm sorry because of the zoom in, but Fred Thiel basically just stating that, long term we might not mine Kaspa because it's not profitable, but for the most part it's profitable, so we're going to keep mining Kaspa to make more money off it. And they think its technology is very, very interesting, so they see the reason why to hold Kaspa. I think personally, and it might just be me, hoping and copium and stuff like that, but I think it's just he's trying to expose the shareholders, BlackRock, Jane Street, Charles Schwab, them people, Vanguard, trying to expose them to Kaspa and expose the Bitcoin maxis more so to Kaspa as well, to get them to research what Kaspa is, so they can then start making the shift over. Because the KRI also confirmed that what Kaspa is working on, with what they're working on with Kaspa, will make Kaspa mining more profitable in the future. Where's the post? But yeah, Kaspa mining in the future will be even more profitable because of what the KRI is working on with Kaspa. And then of course you have what's you have the fact that Marathon are getting more and more involved, and they even confirmed that they've been increasing their supply of Kaspa bit by bit since they announced it. They started mining in September 2023. They publicly announced it in July of 2024, and they've just said now we've increased it a handful of times since then. So they're bullish on Kaspa, definitely. Good afternoon, a dead duck. Parasite 2024. Yeah, I mean, it'd be good if he wins it for the sake of crypto. I just don't want. Getting Gangers out. Get this man out of here. Like, don't know what he's. Where is it? Don't know what he's doing. Like, he's. I don't know, man. He's not an idiot. That's the thing. The guy went to MIT. He's not an idiot. He has a hidden agenda, I'm sure. He's just trying. I think he's just trying to delay to let institutions buy more cheap crypto. That might also be the reason why crypto's dumping right now, because the SEC is just issuing wealth notices left, right, and centre again. Hold your Kaspa bag, stay strong, Kaspa army. You know it. Damn straight. I love all these delays month by month, but instead we dumping to hell and all other coins memes are pumping. Yeah. The delays are great to fill your bags more and more, but it is kind of frustrating to see that other projects seem to be having good cycles. About a month ago when BlackRock and Microsoft announced their partnership of $30 billion to do AI, you saw AI boom, a little AI boom with the likes of Tau doing well, FET doing well, ICP doing well, and other ones, which also has caused these projects now to flip Kaspa. As Kaspa's also not be doing that well right now, FET's above it, Tau's above it as well, ICP's above it as well. Obviously, Swedes had a very good run the whole time as well, up and now to almost $5.5 billion market cap. So it had a very, very good run as well. And it's frustrating to see that when Kaspa's not doing anything. And also memes. Right now, memes are going crazy, but that's also much as that's jarring. That's also why I'm actually even more bullish now than I was before. Much as I hate memes, I've had hate memes for a while. I've started to stop being biased against it and start to research into it a little bit more to try and understand a bit more about them. And from what I've seen, it looks like a lot of people believe there's going to be a meme cycle coming soon. And why is that good? Well, because we have Casper memes that are right now have very limited adoption because they haven't got the listings yet. So with Casper, with these tokens getting listing, you've got Casper Ghost has XT, Gold I don't think has one just yet. Natural has Pi next soon, and you got the DEX going to have all these tokens that have a DEX listing as well with Change Finance. The more the adoption goes, the more listings we'll get, and now also have these tokens boom more and more. And with these tokens, growing adoption, also going to help the price of Casper going forward as well. That's also what makes these tokens do so well. The other projects that have a meme side underneath it. Meme, I think, is quite good for retail. I'm not saying I'm bullish on memes. I think other people are bullish on memes, and I understand why. And I think it might even be worth, again, not financial advice, but I think it might be worth looking into them a little bit, because it might be a good way for you to flip quick profit and put it into a project that has good utility and good longevity, like Casper. Or whatever else you want to look into. There's other projects that I look into. I hold Casper, I hold Sui. I like Algorand. I don't hold it, but I do like it. I plan to get some soon. Obviously, I hold XRP. I said I got some Vulcan Forge the other day. I'm going to be looking to other gaming projects, the likes of Miria, GFAL, Nakamoto. I'm going to be holding Tau soon. I think AI is going to be a big boom this cycle. Other projects you can look into. Casper's not the be all and end all. Casper's fantastic, and I hold Casper because I believe in it. It's my biggest allocation by far, 70% right now. But it's not the be all and end all. There are other great projects. That's also why I created the free Discord server here, to talk about Casper, of course, to bring a community together, people who are like-minded, who want to learn how to make money, but at the same time, not just purely Casper. I mean, Casper is the main focus, of course, but it's about market sentiment, how to judge the market, where it's going to go, and about other crypto projects as well, from memes to AI to even the real-world asset side of things like Algorand and XRP. People are very hesitant on that front, and I get that. I do get that. People don't like it, even the community don't like it, but that's fine. It's a space about trying to learn, and ultimately it's just anything. There was at the beginning of Service Super, there's quite a lot of arguments, but we've fleshed that out now. And now it's a place of debating. The arguments are very few and far between. If people haven't got anything educational to commit to the conversation, or aren't providing any sources, then yeah, it's a bit hard to have a debate about it. If it's just he said, she said, trust me, bro. But for the most part, everyone is providing sources, and debates we do have there are very, very I like to say very educational, very thought provoking for people. I want to understand what other projects that are out there besides just Casper. But even then, people in the server, everyone I think in the server, mostly everyone holds majority Casper because of what it is and where it will go. Yeah, Fred Thiel mined Casper to buy more Bitcoin. That's what he said. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen much evidence of that. There was a time where Marathon's allocation and holding of Casper did drop back down, but as he's mentioned, and as we've seen, the holding of Casper has actually gone back up at Marathon, so we'll have to wait and see. If you don't have strong conviction in any coin, including Casper, sell and get out of crypto. You're too emotional and not going to make it anyways. Couldn't agree more. It's all about having the cojones to, ride the wave up and down. If you want to just see pumps and pumps and pumps, then wait for the bull cycle. And then you'll make limited gains, but you'll do that. But if you want to, if you want to have borderline guaranteed rides up, then you get in early and you just keep buying dips. If you want to see, quick gains, and get into meme tokens and pray, or research into meme tokens and hopefully make your gains. But, there's a difference between meme tokens and real world projects and people who are actually trying to make a difference, like Casper. They take a while to take off. Some of them have their pump earlier. Again, Sui had having their pump right now. Casper had his pump earlier in 2023, and it's been doing nothing for the last year. It will have another pump in 2025. And then, when smart contracts come out, have another pump. And then KRI, another pump. Rusty Casper, probably be a big pump as well, depending on, what tier 1 listings will come out after that as well. So yeah, leave a like on the video and make sure you stay tuned to all stuff coming to Casper very, very soon, because we're very early. Very, very early, and I cannot wait to see what comes of Casper in the future to come. Like, Casper is in a very, very good position. I'm optimistic about it, and I'll stay optimistic about it. Even if Casper comes back down to 5 cents, God forbid, if it comes back to 5 cents, I'm buying that. Best believe I'm buying that. That's going to be a massive bag. I fail to see a world where Casper does not take off because of its fair launch nature, the fact that its technology is really revolutionary. Like, it's not a case of the only reason why Casper's not taking off is adoption. It hasn't got the adoption with tier 1s and a lot of the stuff they're building is building. It's not ready to be used yet. What's ready to be used? We'll have a different conversation then. Warren Buffett got good projects with conviction and held. In crypto, majority paid too much attention to short-term price action. Casper is 1 decade project. Exactly. Casper for me is a long-term hold. I'm gonna obviously, I'm buying Casper now. Obviously, be selling at certain levels, probably $1, $2, $3, $5, where the peak may be, so on and so forth. When the bear cycle comes back in, I'll sell and buy back in the dip again. But for the most part, I'm not going to sell everything at the peak. I'll sell majority of it, and then buy more at the bottom. But otherwise, I'm going to be holding Casper probably for my whole life. But this is a 20-year long investment for me. This is going to make me retire. That's my plan with Casper. That's what everyone's plan for Casper should be. Not to hold it for this cycle and then, go off somewhere. And if you want to do that, fine. I'm not telling you how to do it, but I'm saying Casper should be a long-term hold. It should be a long-term hold, holding it for years and years and years. Some people have the capital to just get into Casper now and then just sell at the bull market and just leave because they have, millions already. But people who don't, people who are, only have a few thousand to their name, if not even a few hundreds to their name, they can use this cycle and the next cycle, the cycle after that, to turn that hundreds and thousands into hundreds of thousands and millions. So, and yeah, memes are fun ways to generate interest and money to Casper. Yeah, memes are a good way to, make quick profit if you do it correctly. Again, they're very risky, to be careful, but memes are a good way to make quick profit, and then I'd say put them into real projects that have good utility, like Casper. How can you Cas Maxes ignore the fact that you wrecked poor people just getting in? You guys need to stay in your ivory towers and stay out of YouTube. Let me read it. How can you Casper Maxes ignore the fact that you wrecked poor people just getting in? You guys need to stay in your ivory towers and stay out of YouTube. I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I guess. If that's it. I mean, I still believe Casper's very early. People who got into Casper at 20 cents and are now down, what? 40%? Yeah, 35%. I do feel for you. And it's unfortunate, I do. But I don't think, it's a problem in the sense of like, if the money you put into crypto anyway should be, long-term holding, like stuff you can afford to lose, excess capital, not money that you need to pay rent with. And right now, capital may be down, and as upsetting that is, Casper is going to break above 20. Like Casper's all-time high is 20 cents. That's ridiculously low for where it could be. So people who got into crypto, people who got into Casper and got it at the peak here, and it's come down. I'm sorry, but at the same time, I don't think you're going to be, in a position like this for much longer. This Q4 is meant to be a very, very Q4. We've got the FTX redistribution happening right now. The judge approved that, so we're going to start seeing more money come back to the people who, the repayment to the creditors, and that might start flowing back into crypto as well. Regulations are coming into play as well, so the institutions get more and more involved. That money will start flowing back into crypto, and that will cycle down into projects like Casper. I'm not trying to ignore the fact that I've wrecked people. I've said it for the whole time. Like people same thing like how I feel I feel a certain type of way. I feel heart aching for what's happening in Israel right now. I don't want stuff to happen. I don't want people to lose money. I don't want people to go to war. That's not the message I'm trying to send to anyone at all. I'm trying to say right now that people who are getting into Casper who don't believe in Casper, people if you get into Casper and you don't believe in the project, then you shouldn't be in the project. I've said that if you sell your bags, you don't believe in Casper, fine. I don't care. I think what you should be doing before you get into any project is researching into it. My role as an educator is to educate people and tell you what I believe about Casper and where I think it's going to go. Casper right now at 13.5 cents, it is 58% undervalued. This is what stats and sources are telling me. It's really, really undervalued. It should be at 22 right now. So if it goes to its support of 22, those who have bought into Casper, even at the very, very top, they will make their money back. Not much of it, but they make money back. So, yeah, I'm not ignoring people getting wrecked through it. I'm saying, I'm sorry you got wrecked by it, but if you have conviction and you believe in what you hold, then just be a bit more patient. If you wait for this bull cycle, be patient. I'm sure your conviction will pay off. Yeah, people are obviously just now basically saying what I said as well. Cas, is it bad that you dump your meme coins into just having a small bag right now? If you want to get into meme tokens, go for it, I guess. Those getting wrecked at the moment should have done their own research and bought the dip instead of aping in. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I'll be honest, I got in at the top here. Obviously, I've been in Casper for a while, but I got to the top here. When I got to the top here and Casper came down here, I didn't worry, oh, I'm going to sell my Casper now because it's coming down. I just bought again at the bottom here. Because I know what I hold, I believe what I hold, and I buy more. That's all it is. People will look back at these low prices and will only wish they DCA'd at these low prices. Do not do hope. It'll turn out eventually. I mean, yeah, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to the fact that people are going to be felt hard done by right now, are going to be, losing their conviction because Cap has done nothing for the past year. I get that. But long-term side of things, this is a drop of water. It's a drop in the water. Nothing compared to where Cap's going to go in the future. If you hold, you'll be fine. The Q4 is going to be very, very bullish. I have utmost confidence that Casper is going to be reaching at least the price of 35 cents by the end of this year. That's I'm very, very confident at least 35 cents by the end of this year. And then by the end of the bull cycle, we can see much, much higher. Much, much higher. I bought Bitcoin at 32k and rode it down to 17, and surely they didn't complain at 17. I got wrecked. Yeah, again, people. I mean, it's precisely that. If you are worried about the short, if you don't believe in what you hold, just don't buy it. Again, respectfully, I don't care. You can buy what you want. Do your own research. I'm here to tell you what I believe, and to hopefully give you enough conviction to research into it yourself to then decide whether you want to get into it. I'm trying to give you the guidelines to where you want to look. Like this stuff here, all this stuff here I'm showcasing, this information that I have here, I provide in my Discord server for free. You can go and check it out for yourself. And these sources as well. Some also, if I make a video as well, when I make a video on my channel, if you click on the video and look at the description, you'll see all the sources that I talk about in the video as well. I provide information. That's my role, to provide information for you. To then do your own research and decide if you want to get into it or not. If you get into it and it does badly and then you lose your conviction, you shouldn't have got into it in the first place. I'm not going to lie, being a crypto investor is very, very hard. Being an investor in general is hard, but crypto, especially crypto is the most risky, volatile asset in the world right now. It's not easy being a crypto investor. If you're a meme token investor, yeah, God, you're different gravy. You have a different form of mentality. You got. I don't even know if it's good aura or bad aura. Like, it's just, you're all over the place if you're a meme token trader. But yeah, it's tough to be a crypto investor. But if you can detach emotions from trading and you use logic and you believe in what you hold, you're fine. People who sold capital to buy SWI, great. SWI is doing well. But SWI is doing well. If you wanted to get into SWI, what you should have done is got into SWI down here. If you believed in SWI, you should have gone to SWI down here, not when it's up here. Agreeably, I only got into SWI recently, but I said it because I didn't really look into SWI beforehand. I heard what it was doing. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll put a little bit in, but I'm still holding Casper. But I put a little bit in the dips here. But if you want to get into a good project, you want to get into it before it runs up. Casper had you want to get into Casper right now, or like you want to get into, I mean, obviously, yeah, calling the bottom is very hard. Of course, I'm not saying you can always call the bottom, but you want to get into it when it's not doing much. If the project's good and you believe in it, go into it not when it's running up, go into it early. I mean, that's my TED talk anyway. Thank you for joining. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of stuff still coming for crypto. This here, Hong Kong Hang Seng index falls nearly 6%, and it's on track for the worst day since 2008 financial crisis. That's another big deal. So investors are now remembering that stimulus isn't free money again. Ultimately, right now we're just basically seeing that Bitcoin is set for capital reallocation as trying to halt stimulus. So trying to flood a lot of liquidity into the market. We saw, it doing really, really well, and now it's kind of crumbled as a result of it. So this also could be a reason for why the economy and the crypto market is starting to struggle a little bit, because the massive injection of money is now being halted. There are loads of reasons for why crypto may not be taken off just yet, but at the same time, you've got to remember we have no election yet, we have no regulations yet. Institutional adoption is not fully come in yet. The wave 2 is not here yet because they need regulation still. There's ways to make money in crypto. If you want to have, and dare I say, easy ride up and make some gains, then get into good projects that have good foundations, good fundamentals. If you want to make quick gains, go memes. Go and ape some memes. That's fine. But, I Okay, well, that being said, that's going to be it for the stream today. Because I do have someone to be in literally 3 minutes, so I've got to, head off quite soon. Casper has the most organic growth in the market, no matter upside and no matter downside. 35% is nothing compared to the others that have 70 to 80%. Solana is 30% down off the top, Casper 30% down, 84% down. I bought Casper 13 to 18. If you bought 20, buy some more and lower your average cost. DCA, my average is 16, and I'm not worried. And big up to you, Dusty, and also you, Muscle Mike, for saying that. Yeah, that's the truth of the matter. Being with just Casper is no different. Casper is not in any worse position than any other project right now. Some projects have their own cycles earlier and later, but Casper, I mean, if you go into Casper like now, then yeah, you've not done much. But if you go into Casper earlier, you're gonna make a lot of money right now. What other project in the space has this sort of market? I don't think there is many, if any, right now that has this sort of upside potential from its launch. A 3 years ago launch. Love your show though, dude. Definitely getting international in the future. Big up to you, Eddie. I mean, yeah, I understand the frustration. I understand your frustration regarding Casper right now, and it is. I do sympathise with the fact that newer investors who got in late have not made money from it. But if you're patient, it'll pay off. Especially if you get into the meme token side of things. You like meme tokens. You want to try and take that risk going to meme tokens again. Do your research and hope you can flip them profit and put it more into projects that have good utility. If you're patient, I think you'll pay off for you, my man. I do. Again, my heart goes out to those who have lost their money, but you remember it's still early. So don't lose heart just yet. Have some more. Just hold your ground. Hold door, as they say in Game of Thrones. I don't even know the scene from it. I just know I've heard it. Hold door. Yeah. That being said, that's going to be it from the stream today. Thank you everyone for watching once more. I'll be back again same time tomorrow. Same type of channel, same type of news. And yeah, you should leave like the video, share with your friends, subscribe for more. And if you want to know more crypto and market sentiment, then feel free to join my free Discord server. It's on screen, in the chat, and in the description as well.